Imagine for a moment you arrive in this world with like a unique book, completely yours.
Okay.
It doesn't have a title, no author's name, and at first, the pages look totally blank.
Right.
But as you go through life, you start noticing, well, something incredible. Some pages weren't blank at all. They were already written, just waiting for you to figure them out.
Yeah, like hidden text.
Exactly. And this isn't just any book. We're calling it the manual of your soul. It's this deep collection of hidden wisdom, hints about your life's purpose, the keys, really, to understanding who you are and why you're. But here's the big problem, the challenge. Nobody ever taught you how to.
And that's exactly what we want to get into in this deep dive. That's our mission here.
Yeah.
We're going on a journey, basically, not just to dig up some forgotten wisdom, but to explore how you can genuinely interpret these really personal clues your soul's been leaving for you all along.
Clues that are just for you.
Totally unique to you. The real key, and we'll unpack this, isn't in some book you buy off a shelf. It's in these internal signs, undeniable ones. And what's fascinating is this idea, it's not new, not at all. It echoes way back through history.
That's so true. This whole concept of like a higher knowledge that governs the soul and how people could tune into it, it's been talked about, written about for ages.
Absolutely.
Think about ancient cultures. All over the world, they hinted at this deep inner wisdom. Like ancient Egypt, they saw the soul not as just one thing, but having multiple parts, the Ba and the Ka.
Right, the different aspects?
Yeah. And getting to eternity wasn't just about, dying. It was about harmonizing these soul parts. They're sacred rituals. They were designed to awaken memories of your true divine nature, get you aligned with the causer.
Which, if you think about it, highlights this really universal human thing, this longing to understand who we are deep down. Take Hinduism. You've got the Atman, the individual soul, but it's not seen as separate. It's understood as a direct piece and emanation of Brahman, the big universal consciousness.
An extension of it.
Exactly. And the Upanishads, those incredible philosophical texts, they really emphasize that if you truly understand yourself, your Atman, you can break free from samsara, that cycle of death and rebirth.
Mm.
And that powerful line, to know the Atman is to understand the whole universe. That's not just poetry.
No.
It's saying the universe's design is consciousness. It's mirrored right inside you. So liberation isn't about escaping something out there. It's about embracing the cosmic wisdom that's already coded into your own being.
Wow. So it's like this thread of an inner journey just runs through everything. So consistent. Even in ancient Greece, Plato went deep into the soul. He used that famous metaphor, right? The charioteer.
Yeah, trying to control the two horses.
Right. One horse is like our base desires pulling one way. The other is reason, virtue pulling the other way.
A constant struggle.
Yeah. And for Plato, the soul's big purpose was to remember, to recall knowledge from that higher divine place and get beyond the material, to reunite with those perfect ideas.
Which kind of leads to a key question. How did these ancient folks view like a predetermined path or this idea of a soul manual?
Good question.
Well, in Jewish Kabbalah, there's the concept of tikkun olam, often translated as repair of the world.
Repair of the world.
And it's not just about your own personal growth. It's this profound idea that your soul's journey, maybe across many lifetimes, actually helps fix things on a cosmic level.
So we're all part of this bigger restoration project.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Cabalistic teachings suggest everyone arrives with a unique mission-specific lessons to learn, contributions to make, and it's all encoded in the patterns and challenges of your life, like a blueprint you're meant to unfold.
And this wisdom just keeps popping up through history. Hermeticism, for example, that famous principle, as above, so below.
A classic.
It's not just a cool phrase, is it? It suggests everything's connected. Your soul is tied into the grand cosmic order. We humans, we mirror the universe, our life path. They follow these energetic patterns. You can actually interpret clues to our journey.
Right. And similarly, think about medieval alchemy. They talked about the great work.
Which wasn't really about turning lead into gold.
Exactly. Not literally, anyway. It was a deep inner transformation, a soul journey guided by symbols, metaphysical processes. They really believed hidden messages were coded in those symbols, stuff that could unlock the biggest mysteries about who you are.
It's amazing, all these diverse ancient practices giving us glimpses of how people thought we could decode, always pushing us back towards our true essence.
Yeah, always that pullback. And
Okay, so clearly this isn't some new age fad that just popped up. The idea of an inner blueprint for the soul. It's ancient, deep.
Absolutely.
But what does all this wisdom from Egypt, Plato, Kabbalah, all of it, what does it mean for us right here, right now? How do we apply this in our busy, kind of chaotic modern life?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Because It seems like the biggest challenge isn't that the manual doesn't exist. It's that we've just forgotten how to read its language in our day-to-day reality.
Yeah. We live so much on autopilot, as you said.
Yeah.
Just going through the motions, often totally unaware of these deeper currents.
Exactly.
And that's the crucial point. The soul usually doesn't communicate in like plain English. It uses symbols. Whisper, Carl Jung, the psychologist. He gave us concepts like the collective unconscious and archetypes.
Universal symbols.
Right. Universal symbols buried deep in our shared human psyche. They show up in dreams, myths, even visions sometimes, and they carry profound meaning, revealing insights into our deepest self.
Okay, let's talk about something really fast. Synchronicities.
Oh, yes. Love synchronicities.
Those moments, those seemingly random events that coincide meaningfully with our thoughts or experiences. You know the ones, like you're thinking about someone you haven't seen in...
And boom, they call you right then.
Exactly. Or you keep seeing the same number sequence everywhere on clocks, license, or a specific symbol just keeps appearing. The sources we looked at are really clear on this. These are not random. They're described as messages from your soul urging you to pay attention, like your inner self gently tapping you on the shoulder. Hey!
It's like the little breadcrumbs left on the path.
Yeah.
Which leads us to ask, okay, how else does the soul send message? Shamanic traditions offer a great perspective here. Animals that repeatedly show up in your life. They're often seen as spiritual messages.
Like spirit animals.
Sort of, yeah. An owl appearing might symbolize wisdom or insight coming your way. A wolf could be a nudge to trust your intuition, your gut feeling.
Yeah, a butterfly.
Often transformation, yeah. A sign that big change is happening or about to happen. Learning to notice and kind of interpret these signs is a huge first step in understanding your soul's manual.
And it's not just stuff happening outside us, is it? What about patterns in our own lives?
Oh, absolutely crucial.
Maybe you notice, wow, my relationships always seem to hit the same roadblock. Or why do I keep ending up in jobs that feel the same way, even if they're different fields?
Yeah, those recurring cycles.
They're never just chance, are they? They represent deeper messages about your soul's journey. The situations, the people, the feelings that keep coming back, they're offering you these persistent chance for growth, for healing.
Exactly. Recognizing those patterns is key to unlock.
And it really makes sense when you connect it to, say, Buddhist ideas about karmic cycle.
Yes, absolutely. Karma isn't really about punishment, not in the way we often think. It's more like an insistent guide.
A guide, how so?
Well, every challenging situation, every pattern, it's like a prompt. It's offering you a chance, maybe over and over, to rewrite your story, to transcend whatever limitation is creating that pattern.
Okay, so give me an example.
Sure. Like if you consistently find yourself in, say, toxic relation, that's a powerful sign that maybe there's an old wound inside you that needs healing, something that's drawing that dynamic to you. Or feeling stuck in jobs that just drain you. It could be a direct nudge from your soul saying, hey, let's find your real calling, something that actually aligns with who you are deep down.
That really reframes those struggles, doesn't it? Makes them feel less like failures and more like invitations.
Precisely. Invitations to grow.
And speaking of true calling, the source material also talked about our innate gifts, those natural inclinations.
Yes. Why is one person just drawn to music from childhood? Another feels this pull to heal or to write.
Right.
These natural talents, the things that often showed up really early, they're seen as profound clues to your soul's purpose, its mission, almost like you brought them with you.
Present before birth, yeah.
And what's really captivating is how systems like astrology, especially looking at your natal chart, your birth chart, and specifically the North Node, these can actually shed light on that unique soul map, your purpose.
So ignoring those gifts, that's like ignoring your internal GPS.
Pretty much, yeah. The source suggests that when you do that, when you ignore those deep calling, you often end up feeling frustrated, confused, maybe even this sense of existential emptiness because you're off your path.
That makes a lot of sense. And for people wanting to go even deeper, there's the concept of the Akashic Records.
Ah, the cosmic library.
Yeah, like this huge energetic database holding the vibrational record of everything, every soul, every event, every possibility across all time. And the idea is by intuitively tapping into this record, you can get incredible insights into why certain challenges keep happening, the deeper meaning behind the patterns in your life.
It's another way of accessing that soul manual, essentially, unveiling its layers.
Okay. So we get it. The manual's inside us. The soul communicates through symbols, patterns, feelings.
Right.
But how do we actually read it, when life is just so loud and busy?
That's the struggle, isn't it?
Yeah.
The big barriers, as the sources point, are often things like emotional blockages, outdated beliefs, and just the sheer noise of daily life.
Yeah, the noise.
The soul, it speaks in whisper. And in our world, with constant distractions, notifications, demands, that quiet voice gets drowned out. Ground out by rational thinking, societal pressures, all of it.
So true. It's a huge obstacle for so many people. So what's the key then? How do we start hearing those whispers?
Stillness and deep listening. It sounds simple, but it's profound.
Stillness.
Think about Zen Buddhism. They talk about satori. It's like a sudden flash of insight, deep understanding. Not necessarily a permanent state, but a moment of clarity that hits when the mental chatter finally settles down.
Like the static clears.
Exactly. Or Sufi mystics using dance, chanting, ways to bypass the logical mind and reach states where inner wisdom can just emerge. The point is, soul wisdom rarely shows up when you're rushing around stressed out. It comes in those moments of silence, stillness, and surrender.
So things like meditation, spending time in nature, deep reflection.
Absolutely. Those are powerful tools for creating the space needed to listen.
But why is it so hard for us to do that? To embrace?
Well, often, underneath it all, there's fear.
Fear.
Fear of what? Fear of uncovering maybe painful truths about ourselves. Fear of letting go of beliefs we've held onto for ages, even if they limit us. Fear of facing old wounds.
That reluctance to go.
Yeah. Shamanic traditions see unhealed soul wounds as major blockage. They show up as those repetitive patterns we talked about, or just feeling emotionally stuck.
Which brings us back to Carl Jung, right? His idea of shadow work.
Exactly. Shadow work is about consciously facing and, importantly, integrating those parts of ourselves we've pushed away or denied. The messy bits, the uncomfortable feelings.
The parts we don't like to admit we have.
Precisely. And by bravely doing that work, you release all that stuck energy.
Yeah.
You clear the emotional fog, and your soul gets clearer, more able to align with its real purpose.
It sounds like deep cleaning for the soul.
That's a great way to put it. And besides these practices, there are other tools. The Akashic Records we mentioned, accessing that spiritual library.
Wait.
Spiritual astrology can reveal deeper karmic lessons and life themes. Tools like tarot or oracle cards, used intentionally, can offer guidance by mirroring the soul's current focus.
Kind of like reflecting back what's already inside.
Yeah. And even your dreams. There's such a rich source of symbolic information. The unconscious mind talking in its own language. The manuals is always there, always available, but we have to consciously choose to learn its language.
Okay, so let's bring all this amazing wisdom, ancient and modern, right into our daily lives. What does this mean, practice? How do we take this knowledge and actually use it to make choices that align with our soul?
Great question. The first foundational step is simply self-observation and mindfulness.
Paying attention.
Really paying attention. Make it a practice. Notice recurring events, symbols popping up, even subtle feelings or gut instinct. These are your signposts. They're guiding you.
And maybe keeping a journal.
Yes. A journal is fantastic for this.
Yeah.
Jot down synchronicities, dreams, patterns you notice, feelings that arise. It helps you see the connections over time.
Okay, so observe. What's next?
The second key is making decisions that genuinely align with your core essence, your truth.
Not based on fear or what others expect.
Exactly. So often we feel lost because our choices come from fear or trying to please others or just seeking temporary comfort instead of listening to our deeper intuition.
So how do we check in with that intuition?
When you're facing a choice, pause. Ask yourself some key questions. Does this choice expand me or contract? Does it feel like opening up or shutting down?
Expand or contract. I like that.
Another one, does this bring me closer to the most authentic version of myself or push me further away? And maybe the most powerful one, if fear did not exist, what would I choose?
Oof. Yeah, that cuts right through it, doesn't it?
It really does. And the source material adds another crucial layer here. Listen to your body.
Your physics.
Yeah. When you're considering options, close your eyes, visualize each one, and really notice how your body feels. Is there a sense of peace, lightness, excitement, or does it feel heavy, tight, dread?
Like a physical yes or no?
Exactly. Your body is often a direct, unfiltered channel for your soul's wisdom. It doesn't lie.
Okay, observe, align decisions with your essence, listen to your body. What's the third?
Healing. Healing any existing blockages is absolutely essential.
Because you can't read clearly through fog.
Precise. You can't read the manual clearly if your vision is clouded by old fears, lingering resentments, unhealed wounds.
So how do we do that?
Well, start by acknowledging them. Maybe write down the limiting beliefs, the fear, the emotional wounds that keep tripping you up.
Be them out on paper.
Yeah. Then maybe express some genuine gratitude for the lessons they taught you, however hard. And then symbolically release them. You could burn the paper, bury it, whatever feels right.
Letting go.
Letting go. And practices like meditation, maybe energy work like Reiki, shadow work, forgiveness practices. These all actively help clear out those layers so your soul's voice can come through clear.
Authentically. Okay, this feels really practical, but let's touch on this final, really, that kind of changes the whole perspective. The idea that fixed fate is actually an...
Yes. This is huge. The manual of the soul. It's not written in stone.
It's not a script we just follow blindly?
Not at all. Quite the opposite, actually. It's being written at every single moment with each of your conscious choices. Think of it like a vast, mostly blank scroll.
Wow.
And it's continuously being filled in. with every step you take, every experience you have, every time you have one of those aha moments of awakening.
So we're co-creating it constantly.
Absolutely. And what's so compelling, tying back to ancient mysticism, they often taught that the greatest deception, the biggest illusion we fall into is forgetting our true nature.
Forgetting who we really are.
Yeah. We get caught up in distractions, illusions, other people's expectations, and we lose touch with that higher self, that soul essence. But when you start consciously doing this work, deciphering the soul's language, noticing synchronicities, listening to your body, healing your wounds, choosing authenticity, you begin to remember.
Remember the blueprint.
Yes. You reconnect with that divine blueprint that's always been there inside you, just waiting for you to rediscover it.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've really explored this profound idea of a hidden manual inside each of us, sacred map, unique to you, guiding you through life's experiences, symbols, lessons.
And crucially, that this map, this knowledge, isn't fixed. It's dynamic. It evolves with every single choice you make.
Right. But, as you always say, knowledge without action
Is sterile. It
Yeah.
doesn't change anything. So today, the invitation is really to make a commitment to yourself to actually live this wisdom.
Okay, so what does that look like? Actionable steps.
First, actively pay attention to the sign. Life is constantly talking to you. Through those body feelings, the little intuitive nudges, synchronicities, make it a daily practice just to listen more attentively. You will start seeing the pattern.
Just tune in more content. Got it.
Second, make decisions that genuinely align with your deepest essence, your core self. Don't just run on autopilot. Every choice, big or small, is a chance to write a new, more authentic chapter in your soul's manual.
Choose authenticity over autopilot. Love that.
Third, courageously heal what needs healing. Don't shy away from facing your shadow, those parts you've maybe avoided. Every wound you tend to, every blockage you clear, it's like making a page in your soul's story clearer, more vibrant.
It's essential work, even if it's not always easy.
Absolutely. It's not always linear, but it's key for clarity and that deeper connection.
And finally,
Live with purpose. Remember, you are not here by accident. Every single soul has a unique mission, a unique contribution. It might not be some grand, obvious thing right away.
it might be subtle.
It might be subtle, but it's always there, waiting for you to uncover it.
Yeah.
Seek out what genuinely ignites your spirit, what makes you feel alive, and let that be your guide.
Find what lights you up.
Yes. And the one final secret, maybe the most important thing to leave you with, is that you already have all the answers you're looking for.
Say more about that.
So many people spend their lives searching outside themselves in books, from gurus and belief systems. But the deepest truth is the manual of your soul, the wisdom of the universe. It's been inside you from the very beginning, waiting patiently.
Waiting for us to learn how to read it.
Exactly. You carry it all within you. The answers you seek are right there, nestled in your own heart, just waiting to be heard.
Wow, that's incredibly empowering. So the final question then for you listening as you reflect on everything we've talked about today is this. What signs has your soul sent that perhaps until now you hadn't really noticed?